And this last weekend in Hawkeye sports was so jam-packed, our sports staff is still talking about it. We'll hand it back over to our own Aaron Faust to catch us up. Aaron?
Hey guys, and welcome back to another packed day in Daily Iowan TV Sports Studio. Aaron Faust flying solo tonight. We'll start off more on men's basketball team's social media ban. As you probably have heard by now, Fran McCaffery has banned the use of social media for the rest of the season after a controversial tweet from Zach McCabe following the Hawks' loss to Wisconsin. Jalen Socek has more on the story.
Monday morning news came that Iowa basketball coach Fran McCaffery told his players to immediately shut down their Twitters for the remainder of the season. The news came 2 days after senior Zach McCabe sent out a profane tweet towards Hawkeye fans. The tweet was only up for 9 minutes, but damage was already done. Prior to the tweet, McCabe's Twitter was flooded with illicit tweets from Iowa fans after the loss to Wisconsin. Iowa was down 3 points with 17 seconds left when McCabe took the final shot of the game. McCabe had the wide-open go-ahead three when he airballed. Iowa lost 79-74, and many angry fans took it out on the senior.
Yeah, I had a good shot. I had slipped out of my hands going up. There's no mistake for it, but that was probably the best we've run it. So, it was a wide shot. Just slipped out of my hands.
McCaffery not new to dealing with angry fans. Last week, McCaffery dealing with a call-in to his radio show of a fan bashing McCabe. McCaffery quick to defend his senior, suggesting that the fan find a new team to root for. McCabe not the only Hawk to take flack from the Hawkeye fans. Here's Woodbury shushing fans after proving that, yes, he actually can dunk.
You could say that. Everybody's been on me a case about dunking and stuff, so showing that I can actually do it is it's always fun. But everybody wants to make a bigger deal out of it than it is.
You just laugh about it.
Yeah, it's nothing to me. It's just a part of the game, and I guess I'm not a highlight type of player.
The relationship between fans and athletes, not always so pleasant, but have the Hawkeye faithfuls cross the line on this one. Jalen Socek, Daily Iowan TV Sport.
Thanks, Jalen. Men's basketball wasn't the only team out on the court this past weekend. Bluder's bunch used a late rally to come back and beat Michigan in Ann Arbor. 74-70, freshman starter Allie Disterhoft was happy to get a hard-fought road win.
On the road, you're always going to have to respond to different forms of adversity. They're a great team. They're going to make runs. We're going to make runs too. But, when we got down with 4 minutes left, again, we just came together, talked it out, and said we're going to finish this game. We're going to get that win. And I think everyone believed, and, we got that win.
Tom Brand's crew beat Wisconsin 28-10 Sunday afternoon. To see how it all went down, let's throw it over to Matt's side crew, who has the highlights.
Iowa heading to the UW Fieldhouse to take on the Badgers, and they get a really good start from Corey Clark at 125.
Indeed they do. Corey Clark wrestling a top 10 opponent in Ryan Taylor of Wisconsin. You see Corey's able to flip him over. He's able to readjust and be patient enough to get that fall right there. Iowa up 6-0 right out of the gate. You see all the Hawkeye fans there in Madison loving what they're getting out of their lighter weights.
And Corey Clark running off, and Tony Ramos would follow up Corey Clark with the same result.
Absolutely, he would. You see Tony here running a bar arm on the backup 133-pounder for Wisconsin. We're hoping that he would wrestle Tyler Graff, who kind of a neat little rivalry they have there between Ramos and Graff. But Ramos getting the backup, makes quick work of him there, a third period fall.
Derek St. John, you're not going to see it here. He dropped his match 3-1 to Isaac Jordan, so it was 15-7 heading into the intermission, and they got right back on track at 165 with Nick Moore.
That's right, Kevin. Here's Nick Moore and Ben Cox wrestling. See, Moore's going to shoot in on Cox's left leg, trip him for the takedown. He would finish with an 18-4 major. Tallied a ton of takedowns. This will go right to Mike Evans. Evans battling here with Legal of Wisconsin. So you flip him over. Evans is going to turn here for the 2-point takedown. That was in the third period. That's the only takedown Evans had in that match.
Well, it was 22-7 at that point, and Ethan Lofthouse pretty much sealed up the win for Iowa.
Absolutely, he did. There was still a slim chance that Wisconsin could come back against Iowa, but Ethan Lofthouse put that to rest. A quick 11-5 decision over Iskowski of Wisconsin. You see here Lofthouse picking up a single, able to trip him down, get the easy two. Lofthouse recorded 3 takedowns in his match, an 11-5 decision. Iowa ultimately taking the duel 28-10.
Hawkeyes currently in Indy for the NFL Combine wrapped up their workouts yesterday. Tight end C.J. Fedorowicz was one of the big winners of the week. Fedorowicz clocked the quickest times and the 3-cone drill and 20-yard shuttle out of all tight ends, setting himself to be picked as high as the second round according to some draft experts. Linebacker Christian Kirksey worked out just 3 events with his best performance coming in the broad jump, good for the 5th best among linebackers. The other 2 linebackers, Jay Morris and Anthony Hitchens, competed in all 6 events. Hitchens beat out Morris in the 40-yard dash and the bench press, but Morris topped Hitchens in the broad jump, vertical jump, 3-cone drill, and 20-yard shuttle. The NFL draft begins May 8th. That's all for tonight's show. Tune in tomorrow for the debut and a new segment, What It Takes. But for now, back to you at the desk.